Ghislaine Maxwell, friend of disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein, has been arrested by the FBI. So now she was recently arrested in Bedford, New Hampshire on Thursday on charges that she conspired with Epstein to sexually abuse minors. Now that is really, really big news. So now let me give you the details. The 6-count indictment in Manhattan federal court alleges that Maxwell helped Epstein groom girls as young as 14 years old, going as far back as 1994. Wow. Now, acting Manhattan U.S. District Attorney, U.S. Attorney Audrey Strauss said at a news conference, quote, "This case against Ghislaine Maxwell is the prequel to the earlier case we brought against Jeffrey Epstein." Now, the FBI said that it had been tracking her movements for some time, though Strauss said the indictment was only handed up recently. And we actually don't know how recently. Now, Ghislaine is also alleged to have helped Epstein groom teen girls for sex with other people who are wealthy and powerful. And so that's huge. Now, one of the teens came forward, Virginia Roberts Giffray, leveled the charge against Maxwell back in 2015 in a defamation lawsuit, as have a number of other women since who have been victimized. In some instances, the indictment says, Maxwell was present for and had even participated in the abuse of minors. So understand this is huge. And understand as well that this is one more shot of knowing what Epstein might have known before he was found dead in his cell. As if anybody believes that he had killed himself. Yeah. So she might know as much as Epstein about the people who Epstein had, allowed to exploit these women, right? These children, essentially, these young girls. And so she knows the names. She can endanger some pretty powerful people. And that is why they really do need to keep an eye on her, because I'm hoping that she's not feeling suicidal. I'm just saying. Her testimony is really, really important. Epstein and Maxwell kept company with presidents, heads of industry, the wealthy and the powerful. Look, this isn't like the dirty van that gets associated with pedophiles run by the perv at the trailer park. Okay, no, these people were rich and connected and powerful, as are the people that they ran with, and the people that exploited these girls. These children were the same. That's why the circumstances of Epstein's death are a conspiracy theory that really can't be debunked. I mean, does anybody really believe that this guy killed himself? Especially with the guards, not like being there, I guess, to watch over him, even though they knew that he was a suicide risk? No. And so here's the thing, right? Not every conspiracy is wrong just for the fact that it's a conspiracy theory, right? No, conspiracies usually start with a little kernel of truth. And depending on how true it is, and the person that, of course, is talking about this, that conspiracy theory can either turn into craziness, crazy Illuminati lizard people stuff, or it can be like, I don't know, like there was maybe a second person that helped kill JFK. See? So again, not every conspiracy theory is nuts. And this definitely fits into one of those, because it actually creates more questions than answers and of course how it's connected to people who are wealthy and powerful and really would not like this information to get out. I mean, there's connections to the Prince Andrew over in, the UK. And so that's really important, which is why, again, they need to watch this woman like a hawk. Okay? Make sure that nobody, or nothing suspicious happens to her before she's able to stand trial. And actually, give the information. They're not going to mess this up a second time, I hope. Now, Maxwell also faces multiple counts of perjury for allegedly lying in her own deposition about Epstein's activities. And Strauss said on that, quote, Maxwell lied because the truth, as alleged, was almost unspeakable. Well, I couldn't agree more with that. And I also think that she probably lied to save her own skin, as a lot of people do. I mean, again, she was trying to stay ahead of the law and not get caught, but thankfully she did, because they were tracking. So good job for the FBI on this one, right? She thought probably that she was, not going to be able to get caught, not going to face consequences. But again, that makes me very, very concerned, because now that she's in custody, well, there's a possibility that, again, it's very powerful people are going to be very, very worried now and are going to come after her. And so I don't know. Keep an eye on her and make sure that she can live long enough to not only face justice, right? Because ultimately that's what we want, justice for the victims, but also to, if there is a wider network of, powerful people that had taken part in this, that they get, they get served justice as well. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.